Viewers, it was Preeti Zinta a few days ago. Rashmika Mandana yesterday, top constitutional post holders like President Murmu, former EC and CJI a while ago. Today, it is the turn of Rohit Sharma to be trolled by a Congress Neta in a brazen display of contempt for informed commentating that takes discourse into the gutter, viewers. That's right. Each of the misdirected, misplaced insults that have been hurled by a top public-facing politician of the Congress party to describe India's cricket captain Rohit Sharma could easily apply to the several dynasts who are littered across the Congress ecosystem. But we will come to that. First, let's tell you what Shama Mohamed, national spokesperson of the Congress party, has said. And I quote, viewers, Rohit Sharma is fat for a sportsman, needs to lose weight, and of course, the most unimpressive captain India has ever had. What's so world-class about him when compared to his predecessor? He's a mediocre player who got lucky to be the captain of India, unquote. I will not, viewers, I will not focus on the word fat used by Shama Mohamed because we must refuse to dignify body shaming. And it would be deeply offensive to drag others in the Congress into the gutter by drawing comparisons on physical appearances. So, viewers, let's focus on Shama Mohammed's other under-the-belt adjectives for Rohit Sharma, who, by the way, doesn't need any deflating jibes, but needs all the moral support ahead of the semi-final match with arch-nemesis Australia tomorrow. This is no ordinary tournament. The best of 8 countries in the world have squared off against each other. It's called the Champions Trophy. It's a mini World Cup. India needs to win, viewers. They don't need negative energy running through that camp, courtesy some disruptors. Shama Mohamed has asked, quote, what's so world-class about Rohit Sharma, unquote. She's called him a, quote, mediocre player, unquote, who got lucky to be the captain of India. This assertion, in a manner of speaking, is an attempt to suggest that Sharma owes his elevation to some other criterion other than merit. Because, as Shama Mohamed says, he is a most unimpressive captain ever. Shama Mohamed must know that she sounds very disingenuous when she holds forth on merit. The Congress is no proving ground for merit. Unlike the captain of Team Congress, Rohit Sharma is a self-made man who wasn't born with a silver spoon in his mouth or a family name that opened doors to opportunity. Instead, Sharma has had to work himself to the ground to prove himself worthy of earning the India cap. Just ask Yashasvi Jaiswal. No one walks into the Indian team because they have the right surname or the right connections. The ruthless merit-focused machine that has become the Indian cricket administrative setup is unlike the Congress, where a 55-year-old dynast leapfrogs many deserving candidates to get a ticket from a safe seat and become a member of parliament. Unlike entitled prince and princesses in the Congress, or the several dynastic parties it is allied with, Sharma has had to build his credentials year on year to win a seat on the Indian team bus, and his record shows that he is no mediocre player riding on his luck. Now, viewers, I could have indulged in that game where you look at Rohit Sharma's statistics on one side and the Congress party's captain on the other. But I won't do that. I won't do such a blatant comparison, not because it's wrong, viewers. Because I don't want to become a troll. Nonetheless, viewers, that doesn't mean we're not going to ask the right questions. And I'm not going to stop anyone else from drawing those comparisons. So let's have a look at Rohit Sharma's record that this Congress spokesperson doesn't find impressive. Viewers, his average in T20s is 32. That's huge, and a strike rate of 140. You look at the tests, you look at ODIs. Look at ODIs, viewers. Let's have a look at that. Look at the number of runs that man has amassed over his career. Almost batting average of 50 a strike rate of 92. In tests, his average is 40. Not the best, but he does open in a strike rate of 57. The winless generals of the Congress need to acquaint themselves with Rohit Sharma's record as a captain before they dismiss him as the most unimpressive captain ever. Here is his record, viewers, as captain. Out of the 54 ODIs he's captained Team India, he's won 40. That's a huge number. In T20, the number is even more impressive. In tests, viewers, he's won 50% of all the tests that have been played under him. In fact, under Sharma's captaincy, India has played to its potential, picking up some trophies and nearly winning others. His ICC tournament victories, viewers, that's the equivalent of a Lok Sabha election. Let's be very honest. Is one T20 World Cup, he won that. Runner-up twice. Semi-finals twice. The hard facts don't lie, and perhaps realizing the party is on a sticky wicket, the Congress has looked to distance itself from its spokesperson. But there has been no show cause notice to the offending spokesperson, even in the face of a massive nationwide backlash. Pawan Khera comes out and says, viewers, the comments made by Congress spokesperson Dr. Shama Mohamed on a cricket legend do not represent the official view of the party. She has been directed to delete the social media post and has also been advised to be more cautious in the future. Congress holds contributions of sporting legends in the highest esteem and does not support any statement that undermines their legacy. Viewers, the Congress has had no choice but to distance itself, because inevitably it will be asked if it is practicing what it's preaching. Why shouldn't the same pejoratives be applied, for example, to the Congress captain Rahul Gandhi? As a matter of fact, the BJP has channeled the public's ire to pose these questions. Their spokespeople have come out and said those who have lost 90 elections under captaincy of Rahul Gandhi are calling captaincy of Rohit Sharma unimpressive. I guess 6 ducks in Delhi and 90 election losses is impressive. But winning T20 World Cup isn't. Rohit has a brilliant track record as captain, by the way. The controversial statement, of course, prompts several questions, viewers, and over the course of this debate, we're going to ask them. But let me just frame some of them for you. Has the Congress party scored one of its biggest own goals tonight by lecturing on merit? Would anyone in Congress ever question Captain Rahul Gandhi's win-loss record in elections? Congress wants to apply merit principle everywhere except within its own ranks. Is that a fact? Zinta, Mandana, Rohit, do Congress netas think their VIP status entitles them to troll anyone and get away? In fact, viewers, their troll brigade is very well organized. It goes after, even as I said, former election commissioners and Chief Justice of India and any judge that they don't agree with. And it's trolling. It's not even informed. It is the kind of stuff that you put out there to rouse viewers a kind of base instinct amongst people. Usually it's called hate. Let's open this up. Let's ask some fundamental questions. I don't want to stand in between you, viewers, and our panel this evening. And I want to begin straight off the bat tonight with a gentleman who is presenting himself, Professor Akhil Swami, as somebody who feels that there is nothing wrong with what Shama Mohamed has said. Mr. Swami, why do you believe this? Professor, why do you believe this?
See, Rahul, I'm basically a teacher. For me, more important thing is that rupee is weakening and we are in a very bad economic situation. I am more concerned that GDP is going down and the loan is going up. But however, because you have given the topic of Shama Mohamed, see, I hope you are also a Sanatani.
Right.
We call Bhagwan Shri Ganesh as Lambodar. Lambodar means mote pet wala. We call Shri Krishna as Shama Varna. That is not body shaming.
Professor, excuse me. One second.
Rahul,
Professor, 1 second. Just 1 second. No, just 1 second. Just 1 second. 1 second. I began this broadcast by saying, and please, sir, please respect the certain standards that we want to maintain here. And I request you, I don't want to get into that fat shaming argument at all. Not that I agree with Shama Mohamed, no. This kind of debased characterization has no place. Let's get into the record of Mr. Rohit Sharma. I'll be more comfortable if we discuss that. I hope you don't mind, Professor Swami, and many Indians will also. A lot of dirty things are said by foul-minded people. I'm not talking about Shama Mohamed, I'm just generally saying, should we go out and engage each one of those? No. So let's talk about the areas that at least make for some sort of reference and referenceable debate. So let's do that. Let's elevate this debate from the gutter that it has fallen into. And I'm more interested in trying to dispel the notion that Mr. Sharma was given his job because he got lucky. Because that's a very dangerous principle, Professor Swami. Are we now to assume that people like Jaiswal, this young man who slept in the open in Mumbai, also got there because he got lucky? Do you know the effort that Rohit Sharma has put in? He wasn't born with a silver spoon in his mouth. He didn't have mummy and daddy come and say, no, you sit for this, you get a ticket and you go and stand for an election. He didn't have those benefits. So he comes from a very ordinary, humble, middle class background like we all come from. He really had to work his way up. The Congress doesn't respect that. It doesn't respect that about journalists who have worked 30 years for 18 hours a day to get where they have got, just because they ask them uncomfortable questions. So, Professor, I want to ask you, do you think the Congress party has the right to question anyone on merit? Simple.
Rahul, you have spoken for 5 minutes and
Yes,
4 minutes you have only shamed Rahul Gandhi. Is
I
that
haven't.
the topic?
Have I
And
even
you
spoken
don't know-
about him? I haven't spoken
Rahul,
about him.
Listen. Give me a chance. You are a anchor. I have to present my view.
Please.
You do not know anything about Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru's family. I belong to Prayagraj.
Right.
Pandit Motilal Nehru and Jawaharlal Nehru and Indira Gandhi gave all properties. And if you only value the properties that Indira Gandhi and Jawaharlal Nehru gave to the nation,
Yeah.
it is lakhs of crores.
Yes.
You do not know the sacrifices of Gandhi family.
Yes.
And right now the issue was Shama Mohamed.
Yes.
And you have taken it to Rahul Gandhi.
No, I'm talking about merit. I'm talking about
merit,
any Congress spokesperson,
why
even
you
that
discuss Rahul
spokesperson
Gandhi?
that has been
Why-
distanced
why-
by the
why
Congress.
you are shaming Rahul Gandhi?
Can we speak
Arre-
about merit?
Why are you shaming Rahul Gandhi?
I'm not
He
shaming
is in the
anybody, sir.
question.
I'm only asking you a question.
He's a loser.
Are
He has lost
Have I said the
elections.
word? You are
Arre,
putting
you have
words in
said
my
that He has
mouth.
lost elections.
I have not
He
said
has
that
lost
either.
elections,
Have
so
I
many
said that?
elections.
I have not. I, in fact, began by saying I don't want to make a comparison.
Arre, you made the comparison.
I didn't
You
make the
spoke for 4
comparison. I
minutes on
only
that.
said, sir,
Arre,
that
you spoke
I
for 4
only said
minutes on
that.
Rahul
No,
Gandhi.
but you didn't hear me. It's clear that you didn't hear me. You're putting all sorts of words in my mouth.
You
I think you've
got
been on
a
another channel.
instruction-
You might have
got
been on another
instruction
channel.
From Mr. Joshi.
So just one second.
All media houses
One
are
second, one
discussing only
second,
Shama
one
Mohamed
second.
today.
No, hang on.
Why
You
don't
see,
you discuss rupee
you see,
weakening?
Professor
Why don't
Akhil
you
Swami,
discuss
I am doing that debate
loss
in
of
another
jobs
10 minutes.
and inflation?
I am doing that debate in another 10 minutes, and I don't have to give you any bona fides of mine. We're doing that debate, but you're not invited because I don't think you even qualify. So, the
Arre-
most important thing, viewers, is this.
Arre, I
Is
qualify
this.
for this debate.
You
Do
can
I
shout
qualify
down
for this
people
debate?
every day. You can come out and you can insult hardworking people and say that they don't deserve to have got where
I
they have
did
got.
not say
But
utter a
viewers,
single
you
word
must
against
have the
Rahul.
guts to take questions then on how
Rohit
you got
Sharma
to
के
various
against
places
एक शब्द नहीं बोला
to
मैंने।
make
आपने
that
राहुल
judgment.
गांधी पे पांच
So let me
मिनट
just
बोला।
open this. No, hang on, Professor Saab, देखिए, you can attack me. I'm a simple human being. You can attack me. You can run me into the ground. You can accuse me of everything. The Congress has tried everything. They have sued me. They have tried everything.
No, I know
But
you are a
it's,
good human.
but Professor, you can
have
do
a genuine
anything.
degree.
You can attack me
You have a
personally.
genuine
But
degree.
please
You
answer
don't
the
have a fake
question.
degree.
Does
I know you
Congress
don't have a
Party,
fake degree.
Professor sir, please, does the Congress Party have a right to lecture anyone on meritocracy and merit? It's a simple question to you.
Arre, I'm not a Congressee.
Okay.
I'm not a Congressee. I'm a teacher.
So
I'm not a
I'm asking
Congressee.
you, as a teacher who will be passing on knowledge, do you believe the Congress Party has the authority, the moral authority to lecture people on merit? It's an open shut question, sir, nothing more.
Yes, they have a right.
Okay, fair enough.
They have a right.
Okay, they have a right. So then why is the BJP getting
वो
all
माफी
twisted?
वीर नहीं थे,
Let me
वो
ask the
माफी वीर नहीं
BJP.
थे, माफी
Let me
नहीं
ask
मांगी
Tuin
थी।
Sinha. Let me bring him in. If they have a right because they have the bona fides,
Rahul.
what's your problem? Why are you dragging Rahul Gandhi into this? Tuin Sinha.
Good evening, Rahul. Good evening, everybody. today I don't want to mince any words. You know, the present day Congress party is an uncouth party, cantankerous, crotchety, wild, despondent, and that reflects in the language. I think it is the first time that a political office bearer has been so upfront and so vindictive against a sporting icon. And why would she be that? Where does she draw inspiration from? When Rahul Gandhi demonizes Savarkar day in and day out, obviously, lesser people in the Congress party or lesser, office bearers would draw inspiration from him and demonize Preeti Zinta. They would demonize Rashmika Mandana. They would demonize Rohit Sharma, as you have seen happening in the last few weeks, as you mentioned in your opening remarks. But the point is, body shaming is something which they have done upon Zishan Siddiqui also. In fact, it's there on public domain and you can check it out. When Zishan Siddiqui quit Congress party,
I want to bring
he was
this back
very
to
vocal
merit.
and
I want to bring this back to merit because
reasons.
your party has not made this about body shaming, though you have implied it. I am talking about merit. And the answer from Professor was, yes, they're within their rights to comment on anyone's merit.
Congress party should be the last. The Congress party does not qualify to talk about leadership.
Why?
Number one, that's a very unequivocal statement. That's a very unequivocal stand of the BJP. When you have a captain like Rahul Gandhi, who not only loses 90 elections back to back, but also is a bad loser because he keeps blaming the third empire, which is the EVM. He keeps casting aspersions on democratic institutions in the country and on the judiciary. Obviously, you not only lose, but you are sore losers. And in this situation, you are commenting upon one of India's most successful captains.
Okay, Dr. Raman,
not acceptable to
respond
the
to
people of the
Tween
country.
Sharma. That's
and look at the timing of it.
And substance of the BJP argument tonight. Respond, please.
Rahul, 2-3 points.
Yes,
quickly.
sir.
First of all, I think the whole country knows we are doing this debate purely to divert from the fact that the stock markets are tanking and we don't want to draw attention to the economy.
Yes, sir.
That is the first point.
Yeah.
The second point is almost everybody knows that all the Noida channels have been told to do a debate on this topic today.
Okay,
And that's
wonderful.
why they're
So
all
you're very wrong,
duly
but
following
nonetheless.
suit.
You're very wrong, but nonetheless.
Forget it. I won't tell you why and how I know it. But
Okay,
never mind.
okay.
Okay. Now the third part. Now let's come to the third point.
Wow.
Now, I don't think it's enough to just blame Rahul Gandhi for this. We should go back to Jawaharlal Nehru.
Okay.
After all, I mean, come on. How can Shama Mohammed's statement should demand a complete analysis of all that Nehru has done, which has ruined this country, what Indira Gandhi did, which has messed this country up, and so on. Look, this is becoming a joke. Here is a person who has said something in her. Was she speaking at an official Congress event? She has put out a tweet, for God's sake. It's her opinion. You don't like it, you ignore it. If you feel it's defamatory, you take her to court. End of story.
Okay.
What is this bit
End
about?
of story. Okay.
How is the Congress
Mr. Verma,
party responsible?
How is the
Please tell
Congress
me.
party
Okay,
responsible
one
for
last
something
point,
that
one
some
last point.
spokesperson has said? Of
One
course, that same
last
yardstick is
point.
never applied.
One last point.
Everything. One second. When a BJP leader comes out and makes a point, the Prime Minister is supposed to step down or supposed to answer. Okay. Yes.
Let me finish.
Please finish, sir.
my
Finish.
point.
Finish. Yes.
Yeah. So is it
Rahul,
okay, just
can I
out
make a
of
point?
interest, to ask if Rohit Sharma can be called a Dobi ka kutta? Is that acceptable to you? Because I don't
Obviously
remember
not.
you doing a debate when Kangana Ranaut called him that. It's on public platform.
Okay.
She called him that.
Okay.
Kangana Ranaut does not belong to a political party.
Can I make a point?
Kangana Ranaut does not belong to a
not an
political
office
party.
bearer.
I thought she was an MP.
Well, she's an MP.
She's
She's
not
a
an office
BJP
bearer.
MP.
She's not an MP. She's not an MP.
When did she
Okay,
make this comment?
When she made that statement, she
great,
would
that's
have
even
made that
worse.
statement
Okay.
before
She made
joining
this
the.
comment, you made it.
Okay, so viewers, now we are supposed
Even
to. Okay, so Dr. Raman's response tonight is very simple. That anyone who makes a statement, we should debate it. Any Joe Blow. But when a Congress party person does, then it's
Not
too
at
trivial.
all.
We should ignore it. We should
Double
forget it. There's a
standard.
match on
It is
tomorrow,
double
viewers.
standard. Did
Rohit
you
Sharma is going
debate
to be
what
playing
Kangana
a
Ranaut
match
said?
tomorrow. He's going to be leading the team. And now he's
Why
got
did you
100
did
more
you debate
pressures.
Kangana Ranaut?
He's got
Why
100
did
more
you
pressures
debate?
because she was not a BJP leader at that time. Yes.
That's even worse. BJP made her an
When
MP
did
after
she
Manjeet,
make the
to
statement?
take a
that's their
10 years
problem.
ago,
Mr.
5 years ago.
Mr. Verma.
Can I make a point?
Yes, please. Make a point.
Yeah. So, Rahul, you can have a right to opinion, but you can't have a right to facts, as Mr. Akhil Swami said or Shama Mohamed said. Who are we talking about here? Let's just put this in perspective. We are talking about a man who is the highest run getter in the history of T20 internationals in the world ever. We are talking about that man who's just won the T20 World Cup, finished as the second highest run getter. In fact, a tribute to his fitness is that he has 3 international double hundreds in one-day cricket. That speaks about his longevity and stamina. Rahul, the bigger point is anywhere, whether it's sports, whether it's Chandrayaan, whether it's G20, anywhere the country progresses, the Congress party has to attack. They cannot stomach merit. This is their sense of entitlement where they want to see the country fail. Just to make Rahul Gandhi look good because he can't achieve anything of his own, and he probably is competing with Rohit Sharma because he wants a century of his own.
But the Congress has said that they've
he is also eyeing a
themselves.
century, right?
Yeah.
He is also eyeing a century. That is why they want to attack anywhere where the country the progress. This is this mindset. Attacking the Indian state. Rahul Gandhi has been on record saying that. And we see symptoms of that.
Entire political
Can I
side
make a point? Can I make a point, Rahul? This is not fair. I have been
Okay,
patiently
आपने राबड़ी देवी की डिग्री मांगी थी सर?
अरे राबड़ी देवी, अरे यार राबड़ी देवी.
Simple question. Anyhow, Mr. Verma. Yes, Mr. Verma, finish your point.
उन्होंने मेरिट की बात की, डिग्री दिखाओ.
Mr. Verma, finish your point.
Yeah. The larger point is that this sense of entitlement that they carry, where they can pass any comment without having their own accountability. How many elections have you won? You should talk about yourself first rather than passing these careless remarks. And the Shama Mohamed, the spokesperson we are talking, she's been on record saying, Rahul, that why is Modi doing tit for tat with Pakistan? Is it because Pakistan is a Muslim majority nation? These are the kind of remarks she's resorted to. So she is the rightful spokesperson of this party that attacks merit, resorts to hideous statements which mean nothing. And that is why they stand exposed today. That is why the people have rejected.
Well, Mr. Patel, is that the reason why people are rejecting the Congress party? Because they reduce everything to this level, this unparliamentary sort of level. And they never want to apply merit principle to their own ranks. So their duplicity immediately comes out.
Rahul, I would like to say that as a congressman, if I say that Rohit Sharma is one of the best captain we have, then would you change your stand that entire Congress is not good? Your analogy with one statement that entire Congress is not good, I am not happy with it.
Okay.
This is not the way of comparison. When you start speaking like this on a national television, putting out the introduction session, definitely someone has put on a statement. And I appreciate that you have taken this point as a point of national importance today in this prime time for you, because that definitely for you it is important and you want to understand what Congress is not good for. Yeah, people must know that Congress is not good for what. And Bharatiya Janata Party is doing their job. Happy, fine, it is. And it is their due right. Over here, I would like to put a stand of the Congress that we are with the Indian cricket team even when they win the World Cup and Kapil Dev come back, Indira Gandhi ji had welcomed them. And we are always welcoming all the sports person. I would like to say that we appreciate their efforts. But comparing the way the entire Congress and the way the political scenario in the country, I don't think there is any analogy stands there.
Okay, you can't you can't make a larger point, says Nikul Patel, out of all of this. Yes, someone has made a comment. It's unfortunate. The Congress party has put out very clearly a statement saying that we don't identify with this person's response. That's why I asked you to Sinha, are you making this bigger than what it is? No. That's what Nikul Patel is saying. Raman Saab is saying that, and Professor is also saying it. Can you explain?
Rahul, this is an important issue which merits a debate. The Congress representative was mocking you. He was, that you found it so important to have a national debate. And I'll tell you why. Because private individuals cannot be pounced upon in this manner by a political party and the main opposition party of this country. What message are you sending? Why was Preeti Zinta, why did Congress Kerala handle attack Preeti Zinta? The only reason was she visited the Mahakumbh. They spread all kinds of canards, all kinds of fake news about her obtaining some loan which was not true. If this is the manner you start attacking private individuals who are not involved with politics, you are free to attack Modi ji, you are free to attack BJP. But please, keep away from private individuals just because they are, they don't support you or just because they don't belong to your ideology. And that's what it makes, why it is a very important issue. Tomorrow, of course, India is playing the semi-finals, and like Karan has already mentioned, the entire larger objective seemed to be to demoralize the Indian side, because they seem to fear now that a success of the Indian team will be seen as a success of the present establishment and the present government.
Oh, so you're saying this is okay. So, Dr. Raman, could you respond? Because the charge here that is being made is that there is a fear. There is a vendetta mindset.
Rahul,
that
I
there
mentioned
is,
that's
yes.
That's a fear which Congress seems to have harbored from somewhere.
Okay, so there is a vendetta mindset, Dr. Raman, and there is, of course, the trivialization of discourse that the Congress party, whether it is Ms. Mandana or it is Preeti Zinta, anyone who sort of endorses something or doesn't do things their way, they will go after them. This is an intimidation tactic, and it is meant to sort of also, of course, it comes across the trivialization of the discourse. Rahul. And this is the National Congress Party that obsesses over all of this. I mean, Rahul, should they be even looking at these things?
Honestly, this is like Comedy Central level now.
Comedy
Seriously,
Central.
I think it's reaching a level of a parody. Becoming meme material.
It is becoming. Please. You see, it is all of this. It is all of that. Except viewers.
Everybody who supports the Congress Party wants India to lose. How insane is that?
The BJP is making that point. Would you like to elaborate, Tuhin Sinha, on why you think that the Congress Party has a problem with India's successes?
No.
You are making that point.
Do you recall the statement, the absurd tweet of Rahul Gandhi immediately after India lost the World Cup final in November 2023? And what did he call the Prime Minister? What did he call Prime Minister Modi? Somewhere Congress has this fear that
what did he call him?
Because of the Panoti, a word which again, you don't use in public discourse, but which the uncouth Congress Party has normalized.
Do you know Vinesh Fogart?
And obviously there were debates around
You have normalized, Professor, you have normalized this gutter level commentary. Panoti, this, that, you have gutterized. You have gutterized this. You have normalized the gutter talk. That's the charge BJP is making.
The Congress Party knows.
How you treated Vinesh Fogart?
Vinesh Fogart.
How you used Vinesh Fogart is the world has seen how you used Vinesh Fogart. You gave her a ticket, you bumped her into, you dragged her into politics, and look where she is now.
You against the sportsman.
Okay, Mr. Verma, you want to come in? Before I move on.
You dragged her into politics, what language?
Mr. Verma coming in, silent gentleman. Yes. You can't have whataboutery here. What did you do to so-and-so? What did you do to so-and-so? The simple question is...
I'll address the core of the issue, Rahul.
Okay.
The fact is, Akhil Swami and his ilk, for decades, they've been these fanboys of the Nehru-Gandhi clan, this Darbari mindset. And now, if anyone has a contrarian mindset, they go after them. What happened in case of Preeti Zinta? Anyone who has a different point of view or is not a sycophant of the Gandhi Parivar, they start attacking them, they start going all out. Look how Akhil Swami's got rattled. The moment I touch a raw nerve, he gets rattled. The fact that the Modi government has done more for the athletes, the moment they performed better in the Asian Games, in the Olympics, they started attacking the athletes. They called the Prime Minister a Panoti. They called the Prime Minister Modi. Who brought politics into it? Nobody talked about Rahul Gandhi, but they brought Prime Minister Modi right away. They brought Prime Minister Modi right away the movement. India lost the World Cup final. This is their mindset.
आप लोग एंटी सनातन हो, आप लोग एंटी स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन हो. आप लोग सनातन धर्म नहीं पता.
Okay.
भगवान गणेश को
Can I ask you a question? Professor Swami, आप सनातनी हैं?
हाँ, 100%.
100%. So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. तो मैं एक सवाल पूछूं सर आपसे. मैं आपसे एक सवाल पूछूं. Mr. Swami, will you allow me to ask you a question? Professor, will you allow me to ask you a question?
Yes.
Okay. Do you agree with the remark that Sanatan Dharma is a disease, that it should be exterminated like a disease? It is like amoeba. It is like COVID. Do you agree with this? Dengue and malaria.
Can I answer?
Yes.
Mohan Bhagwat did not go to Sangam to take a dip.
Viewers,
Is he anti-national?
viewers, the question is straight.
anti-Hindu? Is
DMK,
he
the
anti-national?
Congress's closest ally.
Mohan Bhagwat
One
did not
second,
go
one
to
second. Now I have to
Prayagraj.
lower everyone's faders because everyone's going to speak over me. You see, viewers, people who sit here and ask other people whether they are Sanatanis should be prepared to defend the Congress party's record. Viewers, it brought in the Places of Worship Act, which cuts off Sanatanis from their places of worship forever. And they oppose any move, viewers, to go to the Supreme Court and strike it off the books. Viewers, these people ally with political parties. The Congress party allies with the DMK that says Sanatan Dharma should be eradicated like dengue and malaria. And Professor here is asking everybody else to show a certificate that they are Sanatanis. This is the two-faced nature, viewers, of the Congress ecosystem. And there are several examples, viewers. Has the Congress ever moved over these last 50, 70 years? And I blame the BJP also, viewers. Let me be very clear. To remove temples from state control. No, viewers. They codified Hindu religious laws and practices, but they left everyone else untouched. Where was their love for Sanatan then? They opposed UCC, viewers, this entire brigade of so-called Congress ecosystem. And anyhow, I think we've been there before. We know that the Congress party is actually running out of issues. They scratch every day at the headlines. And the reason I did this debate, viewers, was to expose to some level the simplification to the point of ordinariness, the narrative in this country. When the world should be talking about other things, we are talking about whether Rohit Sharma has the potential to be in the Indian cricket team. Does he merit a place? He's the worst person. This is a national obsession of the Congress party. These are what its spokespeople are thinking about, viewers. And then they have the cheek to give us a lecture. Anyhow, viewers, I want to go on to a very substantive issue that affects all of us. Market sentiment. And we're going to talk about